I was looking for something kind of different from the other thesis of the MFA, and what I'm really good at is to organizing people and give them a vision. It's a very ambitious project, and it's kind of like the first time here at DigiPen that we are trying to have to develop something that has the quality of a tribal A game, but at the same time has a scope which is not just a room with a very cool, fancy room with cool things inside, and that's it.
It just felt like a really cool story that I wanted to help make. And then the more we go through it, the more I hear from people like this is really amazing. It looks better than anything else you usually see coming out of the school. And recently I've been hearing like people say, oh, this is, if you guys can pull this off, it's going to be amazing.
I never had the intent to create something peculiarly original, in a sense that if you see our story and also our world and the way that it works, and if you go in the science fiction of the 30s or the 40s and even in the one of the 60s, basically all the idea that we are using already have been written by someone else. So instead it was to create something that was good. The main difference, the main things that I hit when we start to redesign the game in the beginning was, at the beginning of the fall semester, was that for creating a more immersive experience, it was needed a huge part, it was needed an environment that was much more rich. And the gameplay was going to be focused much more on the exploration of the environment than on the interaction with the creatures.
So the only creature that I actually had a huge hand in creating is the walker creature, just the one with the 8 legs. This one, it took a really, really long time to figure out what we wanted because the only restraint Alberto gave us was that this creature needed to walk and everything else was free reign. I don't remember where I started from, but it took a long time, and it was mostly looking at sea creatures and deep, deep sea creatures and just kind of morphing anything that was strange but still kind of worked together and trying to figure out the most unusual way to have something walk or move or be kind of uncanny and unsettling. So I would just constantly update Alberto the different ideas that I had, and then we slowly came to what we have now as the walker.
These completely reshape the scope of the environment in a sense that from a system of empty caves became a system of caves full of life.
For me, the main draw of the game is the story, and we want to tell the story, and we want the environment to tell that story, we want the creatures to be part of that story. To me, everything revolves around that narrative experience and to really pull people into this world and make it feel real.
We solved many issues. We start, I would say, late compared to the other team, just for the fact that basically we decided to rescope completely the project at the beginning of the fall semester. So actually all the work of the summer get kind of like lost. Not because change this, change that. At the end, basically the new design was like completely different from the old one, which is fine. I think the choices we make now are more meaningful and actually more doable also. So yes, play our game.